Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will share some meal prep ideas that can make our lives so much easier. And as a mom, always having to think of what my family of 5 will eat every single day can be quite draining. So I started kind of to batch cook during the weekend so I won't have to worry about what to feed them during the week, and this has immensely cut out the guesswork for me and has helped me focus on my work. And with this I can become more productive during the week, and I hope you're inspired.
Changes to come, 'cause the light's just around the corner. Life must go on. What won't kill me will make me stronger.
Yes, what won't kill you will make you stronger. All right, you guys, so I love to first of all start with smoothie. This is actually, if you follow my channel, you guys know we don't joke with smoothie in my home, guys. We absolutely love some fresh smoothie, and with this, you guys have seen me do this almost every single time, guys. We love some pineapple, mango, spinach, kale and orange juice smoothie. This right here is so good, and I love to kind of make it into like maybe 2-3 bottles, so you know, whoever wants some smoothie, especially in the morning. This can also serve as a breakfast if you have a family that don't like eating that much, you know, in the morning. You can quickly fix them a cup of smoothie, and this right here, guys, is filled with a lot of nutrients. Just a cup of it is perfect, and as you all can see, I love to go ahead and store it inside this cup. So this is the first smoothie. Another favorite smoothie of ours is this one right here. We love to use some blackberries, some strawberries, some milk. You know, it all depends on you. If you like some soya milk or almond milk, we love almond milk. And also we like to go ahead and add some yogurt inside it. Like, you guys, this smoothie tastes so good. You just add up everything inside your blender and blend it. I love to blend it to be kind of really like puree. As you all can see, it's so good. And of course, I'm gonna go ahead and add some ice and you can enjoy. You guys, this is so quick, so easy. Okay, so when I'm going for breakfast food, guys, I love to have 2 options, guys. Like, I love to make 2 different breakfast foods, so that way we can always interchange. And also, when it comes to food in my home, guys, like sometimes I might wake up and in the morning I might just feel like eating some gari and egusi soup. Like, me specifically, guys, I'm not into a special, like when it's breakfast I have to eat breakfast food. I don't follow that rule, but of course my hubby and the kids, they do it. So for breakfast, guys, I love to give them 2 options, especially when I'm batch cooking. And of course, the first one is some egg omelette. As you all can see, I love to cut up some tomatoes, some pepper, some onion, and then mix in my egg and just fry it. And this right here is so good. You can go ahead and eat it with some bread, with some toast. You can eat it with a lot of things. And of course, I also bought these containers. I think these containers were from Target or Walmart, and this right here, guys, they make it so much easier for me because I just cook and then kind of section every food in the container, so it makes it so much easier when the kids, especially when the kids are going to school, guys. Like, once they wake up, they already know food is there in the fridge, so they just go pick up one plate, warm it up, and they eat, you know. So also with hubby, and I'm sure you guys will be looking at this like, where is Ace's food? Actually, Ace always eats with me. Ace doesn't have a lot of appetite. He still eats his baby food, but you know, yeah, he eats with me whenever I'm eating, so I don't need to kind of section off his own food. So that's why you guys can see plates, you know, 4 plates. With the food I just packed, guys, whenever they are warming it, of course, they always remove the fruits. You know, you don't warm fruits with the rest of the food. I'm kind of just showing you guys how I package everything, so you know you can draw some inspiration. Maybe you end up getting the bowl, you know, to pack up everything. But of course, next, you guys, if you watch my videos, you know we are so into pancakes in my home. So I love to go ahead and make quite a lot of pancakes. Like, I love to, pancakes is actually one of the major breakfast we eat here. So I love to make a lot of pancakes, so that even if maybe we run out of the egg, at least I know there is pancake, and I can quickly just maybe fix egg and sausage. And with the pancake, we always love to eat it with some egg, some sausage, and yeah, and this right here is such a filling breakfast, guys. Like, if you want a breakfast that is very, very filling, and the twins always share one plate, because like the breakfast is so filling that they end up just sharing one plate. So with the pancake especially, it normally lasts us for maybe, I would say, 4-5 days, right? Because it's kind of a very filling breakfast. And also, this menu is for Monday to Friday, because of course I always like to batch cook on Saturdays. So this is kind of a 5-day plate of food. That's why I called it like a week meal prep. And I love me some kind of a little bit of burnt sausage, guys. I don't like eating plain sausage. I like to kind of marinate it inside an oil, fry it up a little. It just gives it that very nice taste. And yeah, over here I went ahead and added the pancakes, the sausage, and also boiled egg. I decided to add boiled egg since the previous breakfast was fried egg. And here we have it, guys. We have the second breakfast here. Super simple, very easy, and you're going to be amazed how just batch cooking, just it kind of makes you so relaxed within the week. Like, you don't even need to think of entering the kitchen. You don't need to think of any cooking at all whatsoever. This right here, guys, oh my gosh. All right, so breakfast food is sealed and settled, and we're going to move down to lunch. And for lunch, guys, like you guys know, almost every Nigerian family love jollof rice. So of course, I always love to have some plates of jollof rice in the house, and I'm going to go ahead and cut up some fresh tomatoes, some pepper, some onion. I love to make my jollof rice really, really fresh. So I love to go ahead and cut up everything, blend them, and then pour the mixture inside a pot to kind of drain out the water. This is actually a very simple way to make your jollof rice, especially if you don't want to just keep frying and having the oil and all the things splatter everywhere in your kitchen. The best thing is to go ahead and just drain out the water by boiling it. And then of course I'm going to move on to the chicken. And for the chicken, guys, I'm doing kind of shredded chicken. And for shredded chicken, I love to use some chicken breast, and I'm just going to go ahead and spice up my chicken. Of course, guys, especially when it comes to chicken breast, you always have to make sure you use enough seasoning, so that way it will give it a lot of taste. Please don't forget to kindly hit that like button if you're enjoying this video. Okay, so with the chicken breast, guys, as you all can see, I love to really marinate it with the seasoning, because that's the only way you will have your chicken breast taste so good. And of course, I went ahead and added some olive oil inside my frying pan, and I just love to go ahead and add up the chicken and just let it simmer, and just bring out all the stock. And I also like to kind of monitor it once in a while to flip it over. And also with my chicken breast, a lot of people would always tell you, oh, chicken breast don't take that long to cook. But for me, guys, I love to really take my time and cook it, so that way all the juice, all the spice, everything would penetrate inside it. I always have to make sure my tomatoes is doing well. As you all can see, the water is gradually drying out. So we're going to proceed to the plantain. I absolutely love me some jollof rice and fried plantain with chicken. So I'm going to go ahead, since the chicken is, doing its thing, the tomatoes, instead of me to just be there just not doing anything. I rather just move on to the plantains. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut up the plantains, and we're going to go ahead and kind of make the stew for the jollof rice. And I went ahead and added some olive oil inside the tomatoes, added some onion, and over here, you know, of course, I'm still monitoring the chicken breast to make sure everything is going well. And like I told you guys, we're doing shredded chicken, so I love to fry the chicken and then go ahead and cut it up and then use my fork. As you all can see, this is a very simple, quick and easy way to shred your chicken. So I just went ahead, cut it up as you all can see me doing here, and just use my fork, hold it, you know, hold one with one hand and then use the other fork to go ahead and shred it, and just, you know, go back in and add it back into the pot, and this will allow all the sauce left on the pot to really penetrate inside the chicken. And then going back to the stew, I'm gonna go ahead and just spice it, add some curry, add some pepper, and then I'm gonna add water. You always have to gauge to make sure the water you're adding is going to be enough to kind of cook the rice by the time you go ahead and mix it up. And when I do this, I always allow the water to kind of boil a little bit before then going back in to add the rice. So the chicken is all nice and ready, as you all can see. Just looking at it, you can see it's well cooked. Like, it has a lot of, you know, spice, and it's just so juicy. It looks really juicy. And of course, for the plantains, I went ahead and added some oil inside my frying pan, and I fried up the plantain. And by now the rice is ready. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix up my rice. I always like to just mix the rice and allow it to cook before then going ahead to finally mix it up. And over here, I'm gonna go ahead and section it, you know, like I always do, guys. I absolutely love these containers because it just makes it so much easier. You section it, you kind of serve everybody's food and put it in the fridge, so that way it's easier. They just come pick up their food, warm up, and they are good to go. Like this right here, guys, is just a lifesaver, honestly. Like, it takes quite a while to cook, you know, especially for me. I always like to do this on Saturdays. Like, I wake up early, maybe as early as you know, after I'm done with breakfast food, I probably start cooking all this meal like around 11, and before 5-6 in the evening I'm done. You know, like, you end up making like 7 different dishes, and yeah, it just saves you all the headache of always having to think of what to feed the family during the week. So this right here is one food you would always meet in my home whenever you visit, and it's egusi soup. And you guys, growing up, we grew up having swallow, like fufu and soup in the afternoon. So I made sure I also followed the same footsteps with my mom when I got married, and I always have to make sure there is soup in my house, you know, for lunch. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some egusi soup, and egusi soup is actually one of the easiest soup you can ever make, guys. It's very easy. All you want to do is to use whatever meat it is you want to use, you know, just spice up your meat, cook it, and then I'm gonna add some palm oil inside my frying pan, you know, add some onion, add my egusi. I am actually running out of egusi, guys, because my family always visit every single year, and when they visit they bring me foodstuffs, but because of the corona last year I didn't get any foodstuffs, so I'm actually running out of my Nigerian foodstuffs. So all you need to do is just to fry up the egusi, and then go ahead and add the stock inside your egusi. And yeah, like, guys, egusi soup don't even have any headache like to it at all. Of course, once it simmers a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and add some crayfish, add some pepper, turn it around, and also add my spinach and kale. You can actually eat your egusi soup just plain like that, but I absolutely love adding some vegetables to mine. So I'm going to go ahead, add up some vegetable, and that's it. And of course, with the egusi soup, I love to make it with some pounded yam. So I'm going to go ahead and make some pounded yam. Just like the egusi, pounded yam is actually very easy. You just boil water, add up the pounded yam, and that is it, guys. And with my egusi soup, I love to kind of section it, and I was actually running out of plates, so I just made 2 plates of fufu. But of course, within the week, if we need fufu, because of the fact that I already have the soup, it's just going to be very quick to boil water, make the fufu quickly. So that right there is not even a problem at all. So now for dinner, I'm going to go ahead and make some baked chicken, some mashed potato, and also broccoli. And you guys, for last week menu, I made spaghetti for dinner. So I know some of you guys will be like, but Omabel, there's no spaghetti in this menu. I know, guys, we ate spaghetti last week, so we're not eating spaghetti this week. And for the baked chicken, I love to go ahead and spice it up with some onion powder, some adobo, you know, just spice it up, and then go ahead and add some barbecue sauce. And we're going to go ahead and put this into the oven and bake it for an hour. You know, you want to set your oven to 350. And then I'm going to quickly go ahead and peel my potatoes. You know, you want to go ahead and peel out the back, cook it, make sure it's very soft, and you know, you need it to be as soft as possible to be able to make your mashed potatoes. Then for the broccoli, I'm going to go ahead and cut it out of the bunch, wash it, and then, you know, put it on fire. With the broccoli, I like to cook it for, I would say, maybe 10-12 minutes at most, because I don't like my broccoli to be too soft. And then over here, I went ahead and brought out the potatoes. You know, we're gonna go ahead and add some black pepper, some salt, and just mash it up. And also I like to add some butter and then some cream. And once I mash it up to a little bit of an extent, I like to go ahead and put it inside my mixer. And this right here is going to give it that very nice fluffy, creamy, you know, feel when you're eating it. And yeah, guys, I'm just going to quickly go ahead and section off the food. Like, guys, there is nothing as joyful, as fulfilling as going about your week without just bothering what to cook for the family. Like, you know, there is food in the house. It's so much fun. It just takes out that stress off of your table, guys. And yeah. And then when it comes to snacks, I also like to make some banana bread. You guys have actually shared my banana bread recipe here on my channel, so if you want to go check that out. And yeah, guys, please don't forget to hit that like button below if you did enjoy, and also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And till my next video, I will see you all very soon. Bye.
Burn inside my chest. Can take it one more day. No matter how much pain